Hope you're doing well. It's race day. It's across Annie's day. I'm in Chile, Patagonia. I'm about to race 1,000 kilometers off-road, self-supported, all around this amazing area. Weather looks terrible, rainy, cold, wet. Not what I signed up for, but anyway, let's go. Right, so it's nearly 6 AM on Sunday. I think there's about 200 people here. I counted 18 other women in my category, and the deadline for getting back here for the party is Friday at 4 o'clock. So that is my aim. You might think that is taking it easy. You haven't seen this place, you don't know the weather forecast. So let's just see how it goes. Quick rundown. I've got NV TT bars, La Fork, my new NV wheels, a couple of Stoker water bottles, got Restraps full race line, so race seat pack, sorry it's early, I got that what I say. Race top tube, stem bags, TT bar bag, safety measures, and I've probably packed and repacked about 50 million times. Just need to find somewhere for these sandwiches now that I've put my waterproof jacket in the camelback. Yes. Faff, 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 faff. Let's go!
Don't panic.
So I don't know if you can hear all the cheering outside. Everyone is leaving! I've got a last minute issue with my Garmin mount. Doesn't matter, it's a long race. I'm going to catch them. Everyone's gone. I'm just trying to weave my way through people who are walking, so. Okay, we're off. I've caught some people, which is fine, but not important. My only strategy is, well, I mean, there are a few goals. My goal is to have an amazing adventure and to drink it all in and not race through so quickly that I don't see anything. Other than that, my strategy is to go steady, ride my own pace, not get caught up in what other people are doing or suggesting. That never works for me. So just keeping it easy, and I'm trying to conserve energy as much as possible. I actually scaled back my aims for this race in the recent days. So the current plan is to get to checkpoint 1 today and then rest there. So hopefully that will all work out.
Get on your feet, there's sights to see. Rolling hills or city streets, ocean to ocean and all in between.
It's just really, really nice at the moment. It's not raining, it's not snowing, there's not a terrible headwind. 3 things which obviously I'm quite nervous about. It's just really, really pleasant. Riding along, I'm on my way to the first little hamlet, El Blanco, which is the only resupply today, apart from a estancia, which from what I understand is some kind of building where there will be local people serving and selling hot food. There's some very remote sections in this race. Segments where you are not going to be able to get any food or shelter really. So I suppose that adds to the anxiety because you need to make damn sure you've got enough food to ride, say, 100k on gravel when you don't know how fast that or slow that will be. And obviously you need the right clothing, goes without saying, but yeah, nice way to start at least. Sun's out.
Get on your feet, there's sights to see. Rolling hills or city streets, ocean to ocean and all in between. It's out there just waiting.
Got some weird snacks that I thought were crisps that aren't crisps. Next a load of Gatorade. onto the next, well, it's not checkpoint, the next goal, which is the Estancia. It's in about 70k.
Look alive, 'cause while I was waiting for you, paradise is on the other side of the road. We don't know, taking a long way. You and I were born to roll.
This is so lovely. We've turned away from the wind. There was a fairly windy section, also a ton of climbing. And we just turned right and suddenly no wind, and look how beautiful it is. Just riding along the side of this lake with mountains in the background, and the gravel road is pretty smooth. I mean, it's proper nice. Lucky me. I'm basically just riding along eating biscuits, having a really nice time. I'm scared to even say that, because when's the really savage bit coming? When's the bit when I'm going to question my choices? I've raced ultras before and I know there's going to be some real dips in my mood, morale and general view on this whole escapade. So when I'm enjoying it as much as this, I make sure to really notice it, really drink it all in. Look at that view. I was zooming down this descent, getting quite cold, and at the bottom there's some guys selling coffee. Couldn't be more welcome. Oh, bloody hell. Lots of climbing, so much climbing, so much slow climbing, and nose running. So annoying. Stop running, nose. Also annoying. I've been saving using my headphones as a special treat. Finally thought, sod it, I'm going to listen to my new audiobook. Lo and behold, they're not bloody charged. They did charge them. But anyway, I'll sort that out later. I don't want to stop and faff. Just want to get to the Estancia. It's another 30k. Random. Coming through. Wow. Ouch. I mean, obviously everything hurts. I'm just trying not to harp on about that. Look how beautiful it is. What is this? Hello. Is this the Estancia? For some reason I thought it looked black. It was a black building. Oh. It must be, yeah.
Because for my calculations, it was maybe a mile or two.
Exactly. Apparently it's 1.4 kilometres away. So I will continue. Confusing. I saw cyclists. I thought that was Estancia. It's not. So very much hope it is up here. Wow, check out that view. Is this it? Shit, I made a mistake. I thought it was here and I thought there was hot food. Bit confused. Nothing here and no one here. Nothing to do but carry on, I suppose. How did I get so confused about this? Anyway, I'll give you a quick update, then carry on. So I've done 142k. I've been riding for, I can't read it. I'm aiming for 217k. So a bit further to go. I've done 2,628 meters of climbing. There's a ton left. I should hurry up actually. Places to go.
You just send your paycheck for this year. I have.
A few people said that today was going to be the worst day.
Tomorrow might be the worst day. It might get better. Morning everyone. So, about last night. Oh my god, it was so wet, so cold. I mean, I was shivering uncontrollably. I just kept putting things down and losing them. This is all at the checkpoint where I waited for about half an hour, 40 minutes in a queue for some hot food and still couldn't get any. Anyway, eventually managed to find some place to stay. So I'm in this little cute cabana, and the stove was lit when I arrived and it just felt like absolute heaven. So rather than any actual real dinner, I had some bread with one slice of cheese and a cup of tea. But I tell you what, I just couldn't have been happier to be here. Also, interestingly enough, I met another poor soul in need in the queue, so I brought her with me and we had a bed each and warmed up. Today looks so much nicer. Although the forecast is poor, I'm going to crack on and get some more miles under my belt. I'm trying very hard to keep smiling. It's very, very cold, like 4 degrees at the moment. Cold, biting wind, raining, obviously. I'm absolutely freezing. I wish I could share more of the journey with you. Obviously it's beautiful, but I'm so cold. It's very difficult to even get my phone out of my pocket and press record. I think there's another, let me see, maybe another 5 kilometers to the town where I'm going to get some hot food and try and warm up a little bit and then make the next plan. Not massively enjoying it right now. It's a shame, but I'm just so cold. Wish it would stop raining. Oh my god, look at the weather! Hello, beautiful. Oh, come on. I love you. I'm headed that way, up into the driving rain. So, quick update. It took me way longer to get to Villa Manuelas today than I expected, and I got very cold, pretty unhappy. Luckily I found this cafe where everyone is sheltering. I sat by the fire, I stroked a cat, I ate a ton of food, and now I feel ready to go get really cold and really wet again. Why am I doing this? So I've called ahead, I've organised some accommodation at a place called Refugio para Ciclista, and I'm super stoked that I have that to look forward to. What else was I going to say? Oh, that's what it was. The organisers have shortened the route. They have shortened the route because it's not possible to get to checkpoint 3. So that means the road is shorter than it's meant to be, and I'm so stoked because on the way to this checkpoint I was already thinking, shit, can I finish this in the time frame, because the cold and rain and wind is making everything so much slower. Now that I've had something to eat, I'm ready to go again. I'll speak to you again in a few hours when I'll be miserable again.
pero puede haber guantes de goma.
Calafate es un fruto silvestre.
Morning. Can you see my breath? It is day 3. I am in Paradise, which is Refugio Paraciclista, run by some really lovely people. I arrived here last night and there were just cyclists everywhere drying their stuff all above the stove. There was food, you could just help yourself to cake, have as much tea as you wanted, and it was just a refuge, an absolute, I'm lost for words. It was everything. It was so hard yesterday. I was barely able to film because it was just so cold and wet and I couldn't operate my camera. I couldn't really do anything except get my head down and try and pedal. The cold's been absolutely brutal, really, really brutal. The real feel is much lower than the actual forecast temperature, and my hands and feet have been really suffering because I've got Raynaud's, which is like a circulatory problem. So that's been a bit of a bummer because, you know, I'm riding through this beautiful place and I can hardly see it because of the clouds and rain, and I'm also suffering and I just want to get it over with, which is a bummer, right? Anyway, onwards. Today I'm going to ride further north up towards checkpoint 2. Can't believe I'm not even at checkpoint 2 yet. It's been so slow. But I'm going to ride up through Puyo Huapi and to La Junta, and then I will stay there. The plan is tomorrow I'll ride to checkpoint 2 and back. It's at a place called Lago Verde, so it's an out and back, and then I can stay in La Junta again and then finish this damn thing by riding back to Coyhaique. Timings are starting to get a little tight. I'm way behind where I should be. I should be... Where should I be tonight? Oh, I should have been in Puyo Huapi last night. I didn't make it there. It's still another 70k. But if I push on past Puyo Huapi today, then at least I'll be able to make up some time. This whole race, gosh, it's hard to keep going sometimes. When you're on the road, you just have to keep going because it's so cold and wet and windy that if you stop, you'll freeze and die. The problem is when I get somewhere nice like this and I'm warm and I'm cozy and comfortable, I just think, do I really want to go back out into that horrific cold wind and rain? It's so unappealing. Like, I'm looking outside now, it's raining. I have to set off in the rain and ride all day in the rain. It's a bit of a bummer. But hey, I'm in this thing now, so I might as well see how far I can get. I'm just praying the weather gets better. That would change everything. This place is brilliant. The people are lovely. It's been really nice to hang out with some of the other races as well. Mainly what I'm loving is all the endless tea and cake. There was a huge platter of homemade cakes yesterday and they kept bringing out freshly baked bread. This morning they gave me some mate to try, which was really cool. I'm looking out the window. It's still raining. It's very hard to drag myself away from this nice place, although I am quite excited to ride, so let's go! And it's not currently raining. I'm so stoked. Ah, here we are. The rain and headwind. Let's put my waterproof jacket on. Oh, my nose won't stop running. And I'm in the middle of eating sweets. Why am I filming this now? Anyway, I've got a big ass 7-kilometre climb at the top. It changes to gravel, and then there's a gravel descent with loads of switchbacks. Slow going, but I am getting there. I think that's the top. Hooray, it's the top, but boo, now I get to freeze on the descent. So cold, I'm really a bit over being cold. Third day of being freezing. cold. Not having a great time, honestly. Descending that pass, the gravel pass, I started crying. I was so cold. The wind chill is bitter and everything is wet. I mean, my clothing and setup is brilliant, but there's only so much anything can withstand. Only so much I can withstand as well. And now I've been pedaling to warm up a little bit, but when the sensation has returned to my hands, it's excruciatingly painful. Kind of had enough of being absolutely freezing. It's, yeah, I'm kind of had enough of being freezing. About 30k to the next town, so boo-hoo, woe is me. Let's carry on. I have no choice but to carry on. What else am I going to do? Ow. It's a bit annoying. What a shame.
These sights to see, rolling hills or city streets, ocean to ocean and all in between. It's out there just waiting on you and me.
Up, down, smiles and tears. That's what ultra racing's like, I guess.
To those who can live moment to moment and all in between. It's
I
out
need
there just
a hot cup of tea. Aha. I guess this is the spot. Excuse me. I'm eating like an absolute animal. Just arrived in Puyo Huapi. It's still raining. And then I'm going to carry on. I'm going to go to La Junta, which I think is the most northerly part of this race. There's an out and back to Lago Verde that I've got to do to get to checkpoint 2. I'm going to finish eating this. I'm going to drink this enormous pot of tea.
look alive, 'cause while I was waiting for you, paradise is on the other side of the road. We don't know, taking a long way. You and I were born to roll.
10k to La Junta, yay! My legs barely working right now. Look at this road, all to myself. Yoo-hoo!
Until we go, we'll make a home.
Yeah, go, go, go! Woo-hoo! Oh, that was Chaz and Alvin. I've just seen they're going back. They must have already been to checkpoint 2. I'm still going out.
Paradise is on the other side of the road. We don't know, taking a long way. You and I were born to roll.
I've made it to a place called La Junta, and from here there's an out and back to Lago Verde, which is where checkpoint 2 is. I can't believe I'm not even at checkpoint 2. It's been so savage. Anyway, I chatted to some of the riders who've already been there when I bumped into them at the gas station. I said to them, oh, okay, so if I leave at 5 in the morning, then maybe I can make it there. And they were like, maybe leave at 3. And it's just left me wondering if I should actually do that. I've checked the forecast. It's meant to be not light, not medium, but heavy rain. So I'm going to have to ride in heavy rain up a mountain in the dark. Obviously that doesn't feel totally appealing at the moment, but the other worry is that then once I get to the checkpoint, I might be so exhausted and cold and whatever that then I can't get back to La Junta. And you have to take care of yourself in these races. I don't feel like I can go up there if I can't get back from there. It's not cool to expect someone else to rescue you, basically. Anyway, sorry, I'm waffling. I haven't had any dinner, and actually it's quite an effort talking to you. I'm gonna go get some food. So what happened next? I made the wrong decision. I'll tell you more about that in the next video.